As the Toronto Raptors win the NBA championship, we turn to the Toronto Blue Jays because now that they're done the Raptors, this is all we got now is Blue Jays baseball. And again, as I said in the Raptor video, I apologize to you guys for the next day upload, but I mean, you guys kind of understand that. You guys get why it's happening the next day. But the Blue Jays won yesterday 12-3 against the Baltimore Orioles. They win the series, and they've won 2 games in a row, and the offense has woken up. But I mean, it takes facing the Baltimore Orioles, I guess, to do so. But what a night it was for the offense and the young players for the Toronto Blue Jays in this one today. It started in the top of the second inning where Cavan Biggio's at the dish. He gets a fastball in the lower half of the zone, and he gets under it enough, and he drills it to right field, and it's gone! Biggio's second home run of the year, and it was a line drive out of there. A great shot by Biggio. Then you go to the top of the third inning where the Jays have a couple runners on. Lourdes Gurriel singles to center field. Jansen comes in to score, and the Jays have a 2-0 lead. Oh, it's nice. Then we go to the top of the third, and Santander gets an RBI single. Then he hits an infield single in the 5th inning, and just like that, we are tied at 2. However, in the game prior, the Jays had that one big inning where they scored 6 runs, kind of blew it open. And in the 6th, I think it was in the 5th inning in the last game, but in the 6th inning yesterday, the Jays just can't get out. They're putting good one on everything. They're just making great contact. And my goodness, there's a lot of things I'm going to get to here. First off, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. leads off the inning, and he belts a ball to center field. Jumped by Wilkerson at the wall. He can't make the catch, and it's gone for Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And then they bring in Fry to pitch, and he gets Smokey to ground out. Then Rowdy Tellez doubles to center field. Then Hernandez walks. Biggio then walks. You guys know what that means. The bases are loaded for 1 out and 1 out. Again, we talked about it in the last video. This team has not been very good with runners in scoring position over the last little while. When they get runners on, that's great. But driving them in has been a real big issue for this Jays team. And with the bases loaded, with 1 out, yeah, you have the lead now, but it's only a 3-2 lead, so you want to try and build on it. And Freddie Galvis, a beautiful piece of hitting, pokes the ball down the right side. 1 run scores, 2 runs scores, and the Blue Jays break it open. It's now 5-2 Blue Jays with an RBI, a 2-run double for Freddie Galvis, and there's still runners at second and third. Next up, Danny Jansen. He singles to left field. Both runs come in to score. It is now a 7-2 Jays lead. All right, and they bring in Phillips to pitch, who gives up a single to Eric Sogard. Then Jansen moves up to second, runners at first and second. Then Vladimir Guerrero Jr., he singles to center field. Jansen comes in to score. It's an 8-2 Jays lead. All right, then Gurriel Jr. then strikes out, but then Smokey singles to center. Sogard comes in to score. And the Blue Jays keep piling it on here. They put up a big 7-run inning, and it is a 9-2 Jays lead. Oh, and they weren't done yet. We go to the top of the 7th inning, where they bring in Lucas to pitch, and they get Hernandez to ground out. Then Biggio up, and he on a full count pitch. He gets a ball in the outside corner, and he pulls it deep and gone for his 2nd home run of the ball game for Cavan Biggio. 3rd home run of his young career. And the Blue Jays keep piling it on. It's now 10-2. Holy smokes, they keep going. Then Freddie Galvis walks. Then Danny Jansen singles to right field. Galvis moves up. Then Sogard singles. The bases are now loaded once again for Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who belts one deep to left center, but he got jammed just enough to keep it in the ballpark. It's a sacrifice fly, though, and it's a 11-2 Jays lead now. Next up, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. hits a ball to the left side, and what happened after this? Right. So it was a weird play at third base. I think it was Ruiz. Kind of contorted himself. Got hurt in the play. I don't think he left the game or anything. But it's an infield single for Gurriel. Run comes home to... who came home? Was it Danny Jansen? Comes in to score. The Jays got a 12-2 lead. Oh, they're feeling fantastic right now. The offense is killing it right now. Can't believe it for the Toronto Blue. Actually, okay, my math is totally off. You guys understand what I mean. Yes, the math is off, and there was an extra run in there somewhere. But for the Blue Jays, no matter what, they have 12 runs in the game. They win 12-3, and they're feeling fantastic. They have 12 runs on 17 hits. They do commit 2 errors in the ball game, but when you get that much offense, it doesn't really hurt you. And we talked about it. Now, the good defense part didn't really happen, but timely hits, you got lots of them. Good pitching, you got lots of that. Stroman was dynamite yesterday. He went 6 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, only 1 was earned. He struck out 5, didn't walk a batter. He was good. The Stro Show looked real nice in the ball game yesterday, dropping his ERA to 3.18 on the year, and his record is now 4-8. So good job for Marcus Stroman there. Now let's run through the numbers here. Eric Sogard went 2 for 6 with a run scored. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs, raising his average to 268. Vladdy is really starting to take form here, people. He's looking real good. Lourdes Gurriel Jr., I really like those guys 2-3. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. went 3 for 5 with a home run, 3 RBIs, and he scored a run, obviously, on the home run. He's now hitting 280. Oh, he's feeling real good. Smokey went 1 for 5 with an RBI. Rowdy Tellez 1 for 5 with a run scored. And Teoscar Hernandez continues to get hits. Now, yeah, he's not giving you the 3 for 5, 4 for 5, 3 for 4 type of game, but he's getting you a hit every single game. He went 1 for 4 in the ball game, walked once, and scored a run. His average when he came back from AAA was 189. It's now 206. It's still not the greatest, but it's getting there. Great to see Teoscar Hernandez doing a job. And Biggio went 2 for 4 with 2 home runs. Obviously, the 3 runs scored, couple RBIs. He also walked once in the ball game. So that batting average was in the 140s. Wasn't too pretty. It's now 178. But that on-base percentage, people, is still 351 for Kevin Biggio. He's still getting on base a ton. Freddie Galvis 1 for 3 with a couple RBIs and walked a couple times. He had a great night for Freddie Galvis. Good job there by him. And Danny Jansen, after going 0 for 5 with 4 strikeouts, had an awful ball game. I think it was the opener of this series against Baltimore. He sat out yesterday, or in the last game, and Luke Maile was behind the dish. And the Jays won. That's great. I think Maile might have got a hit or something, but Danny Jansen gets right back in there yesterday. And he goes 3 for 5, scores 3 runs, gets a couple RBIs in the ball game. Great job. And his batting average, people who love looking at numbers, and I'm one of those people for the most part, because you know what? When it comes to getting trophies and stuff, and comes to getting awards and all that stuff, that's what kind of happens, right? Numbers matter. And for Danny Jansen, going into the game yesterday, he was hitting 170 and leaving the game with the 3 for 5 night, jumped his average 14 points. He's now hitting 184. Again, still not the greatest, but it's a great time to see Danny Jansen do a good job. And then out of the bullpen, Justin Schaefer went 2 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, struck out 4 guys. So there you go. And Thomas Pino went a clean inning, 1 hit, no walks, and struck out a batter. So for the Blue Jays, you just won a series. Problem, you now got to play the Houston flippin' Astros, who are 46-23. The starting pitching is Aaron Sanchez going in Game 1 tonight, 8:10 first pitch there in Houston against Garrett Cole. Game 2, Clayton Richard on the mound for the Blue Jays, and it's Framber Valdez on the mound for the Astros in Game 2 tomorrow afternoon. And then Sunday, Trent Thornton versus Wade Miley. It's a 2:10 first pitch there in Houston, all right, as they wrap up that 3-game set before the Jays come back home, all right? So, hey, you head on the road and you win a series against Baltimore. Now, ideally, that's not really anything to tip your cap to, but we'll take anything we can get here, Jays fans. Now, I'm not going to touch on the minor leagues just for the fact of this video is already almost 10 minutes long, and the Jays won. All I do have to say, though, the Blue Jays did sign Alek Manoah, so everyone was freaking out because they saw the first 20 people that the Jays signed, and Alek Manoah was not one of those guys, and they're like, oh, God, did we not sign him? They did end up signing him. Don't worry about it. It happens. They did sign Kendall Williams, so they get all that stuff done. Now it's all about developing them, and the Blue Jays, in their last 2 days offensively, scored 8 runs. 8 runs on, how many hits they have in that game? They had 8 runs on 11 hits, and then 12 runs on 17 hits yesterday. It tells you right there. This Jays team, they're bad. They're not great to watch right now. But you see stuff like that and you're like, maybe real soon. You have guys like Bo Bichette, who now is in AAA Buffalo. He's back from his injury, from his broken hand. He's now in AAA. You're seeing guys like TJ Zook come back from his injury. You're seeing John Harris come back from his injury. You're seeing guys, you're seeing Anthony Alford starting to turn the season around. Things are looking real good in the minor leagues, and to watch the Jays win a couple games like they have over the last few days, it's nice to watch. It really is. All right. So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. You guys enjoyed the video, and you guys enjoyed the victory last night because it was fun for both the Leafs and Raptors, or Jays and Raptors. Hello. The Leafs don't win a whole lot, especially in the playoffs. But I'll still cheer for them because that's still my team. All right? So, guys, hit that like button if you guys enjoyed this one. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the game, the video. Vladdy, Gurriel, Danny Jansen, all these guys, all these young players who really contributed a lot in these last couple of games for the Toronto Blue Jays. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on all of those guys. And Twitter, guys, is down below. Follow up, send me a DM, guys. Do all that great stuff. And check out my main man, Mo Buckets, on Twitter. Blue Jays Wave on Instagram. He posted the first home run from Kevin Biggio, the line drive shot that I was talking about earlier on. He posted the video. So if you guys did not see the home run, go check it out, guys. Blue Jays Wave on Instagram, all right? And I will talk to you guys, I guess, Raptors edition in a week or two, I guess, when it comes to the season review and off-season preview. But I think in the upcoming videos, I'm not going to say anything Leafs or Raptors because they're not playing now. And now it's just Blue Jays baseball as they open up a 3-game set against the Houston Astros down in Houston, Texas. All right, 8-10 first pitch there tonight. Aaron Sanchez on the mound for the Blue Jays. Garrett Cole on the mound for the Houston Astros. So thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you guys then.